10 signs showing that you are dealing with evil person. 10 signs showing that somebody in your life is evil. 10 signs showing that somebody you are in relationship is evil. By God's grace, in today's video, I wish to share with you how you can discover if somebody in your life is an evil person in order to avoid that person. Because actually, the Bible says the man's enemy is those of his own household. Most of the times, it is actually people that are close to us that will think that our friends, our relatives, and our companions are actually the cause of our problem. And if we can dictate and get rid of them, our life will fare better. Welcome back, my amazing people, to Jenny Action TV. In this particular channel, I discuss three important variables which actually have safety and spirituality. This is a platform I have created based on the mandate I received from God to raise a group of apostolic and prophetic people that will be a deliverer and liberators to their generation, to their people, to their families, based on the fact that God Himself made me to understand that at the Garden of Eden, after creation of man, He breathed His energy in man, giving man the impetus and effrontery to continue with the creation. And that simple breath of life also signified that we are cursed. And then if you go down to Psalm 82 verse 6, you see it written clearly there, we are cursed. All of us are children of Most High, and Jesus emphasized it in John 10:34 that we are cursed. And that is why in this particular channel we pray strategic prayers. We believe in converting every natural things that God created, even some man-made things, to supernatural use and use it to get redemption. And God in His infinite mercy give us powerful miracles and testimony that is too shocking to believe. So if all these things one way or the other aligns with you, why not subscribe to this channel if you have not done so? Hit the bell notification so as to get my next upload. So once again, you are highly welcome to this particular family of ours. If this is the very first time you are landing in this channel, for my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for always stopping by. So without actually wasting our time, let's delve right into the video. You know, I've taught you severally different ways you can use supernatural means and use some items one way or the other to discover, be able to inquire about people whether they are evil or not. But today, I am simply going to be teaching you a simple physical science and the physical actions that one will be exhibiting. You don't need any prophet to tell you that this is an evil person, and you avoid that person, because even the Bible says, resist the devil and he flee from you. So number one is this: whenever the person you are dealing with lacks empathy. Empathy is different from sympathy. Empathy simply means putting yourself in the shoe of another. So whenever you are feeling something and the person you are dealing with, whether relative, friend or colleague in office, doesn't empathize with you. Let's take for instance, you suddenly lost a loved one, and that person pretend as if he didn't even know that something happens to you, and you are mourning that person, and the person is even calling you, let's go and do this, let's go. And the person is like wasting you to continue living your normal life without caring about what you are going through at that moment. My dear, that person is an evil person. You have to separate yourself from that person, and be mindful and careful of how you relate with that person. Otherwise, you will regret it. Another one is manipulation. Once you discover that somebody you are dealing with is form of manipulating you, one way or the other, the person uses deceit to achieve his or her goal. The person uses deceit to get what he wants from you and doesn't bother a bit about what you, because relationship actually is supposed to be give and take. It's supposed to be a kind of saprophytic and not parasitic, where one person is getting from the other, causing you harm without you actually gaining anything from that person. Maybe from time to time the person will always ask you for money. He doesn't even care whether you have some responsibility. He doesn't even care whether your landlord will want to throw you out. He's asking you if you don't want to. He will manipulate the situation. He don't mind lying to you. My child is sick, we are in the hospital, we are dying, just to get out that money from you, not caring about your condition. That person is an evil person. Separate yourself immediately. Be careful immediately. Another one is cruelty. If that person is so wicked, one way or the other, they intentionally hurt you physically, emotionally, psychologically, and even otherwise without actually caring a bit about how you feel about scenario, that one way or the other, even when you have said that you don't like this, the person deliberately goes to do it. Probably the person you are associating with that person, and the person normally visits you in the office, and one way or the other you tell this person that please, some of the things I share with you or some topics we discuss, don't bring it up when you come to the office, because some people that are here, I don't want them to know some information about me. Once the person visits you, is that particular information you say you don't want to share that he would like to bring up, or she would like to bring up, so that everybody will hear that particular information about you? Please, that person is an evil person. The earlier you separate from that person, the better for you. Another one is lies and deceit. Most of the time, this person is a habitual liar. This person deceives you. He never tell you when anything is truth. The person may suddenly tell you that I'm traveling, only to find out that he never traveled. The person may suddenly tell you that so he lost somebody just to get our money. Don't mind assuming somebody that have died. In other words, if the person have a relative that had died since, he will suddenly lie to you that if that person is dead just to get out something from you, or just to manipulate you into doing certain favors for him or her, and maybe later you now find out that everything he told you is all lies. Please stay away from that person. You might be dealing with an evil person. The next one is this: control and domination. If that person always want to dominate over you, take control over you, it doesn't give you chance to take any decision or do your own things. He want to be like lord over you, suppressing you. These things most of the times concern people that are presently in a relationship that are not yet married. You see a man doing this type of attitude with you, or doing this type of gear with you, and you are insisting on marrying that man or taking that man to the altar because you feel you cannot get another, knowing fully well that the universe is ready to supply. God is ready to supply. Almighty God is always ready to supply as much as you need. And despite the fact that you are seeing these red flags, you want to, by all means, need yourself together with that person. Believe me, if that person is so over control and domineering that you see that you are going to lose your own mind because of that person, it must be his way or her way. And then if not, nothing will be done. My dear, you are dealing with an evil person. You will regret it in future if you don't separate yourself and make a u-turn, or find a way with wisdom and separate yourself. I've made video on how you can use onions and use it to separate yourself, and there are other ways you can actually separate yourself spiritually and be free from an evil person. If you need more videos on that, comment down below. I will share it with you. Another one is this: if that person is narcissism, a narcissist, that is, if that person is a narcissist, that is somebody that exhibits extra high level of trait of self-centeredness and entitlement. The person is doing as if he owns you. He can command you around, direct you, that if it is not his or her way, you are like useless. It is him and him alone. It is her and her alone. If things didn't go the way she wanted, the way he wanted, then that thing is not going to be done. If you have such person in your life, irrespective of the relationship, the person is an evil person. You have to be very, very careful and mind how you deal with that person. You know, Bible says that Jesus was actually moving with their disciples. He never committed himself to them. You may be moving with that person, but don't commit yourself to such a person, because you will regret it. Another one is exploitation. Kalmas, we call it exploitation of man by his fellow human being. If you notice that this person take advantage of others for personal gain, and most of the times he even go extent of doing it with you despite how close you are, and then one way or the other he takes advantage of you, even when you don't, what you don't want to do, what you don't want to be involved in, he will push you into it simply because they feel that you can't say no, that he's too attached, or she's too attached to you. And then sometimes he doesn't even care putting your life in the line. Please separate from such a person, the person is an evil person. Another one is what I call lack of remorse. If that person never feel guilty, he doesn't say a kind of forgive me, he doesn't ask for forgiveness, he's full of himself, that even when you feel bad or you feel a kind of offended by his or action, one thing or the other he has done, and you point it out, instead of asking for forgiveness, this person snubs you and feel that he can never say no, sorry to you, but most of the times he expects you to always say sorry to him. My dear, that person is an evil person. Last but not least is dream. Dream is a strong communication signal. Sometimes if we actually want to find out who somebody is, not actually, no matter how nice you play to me, is simply praying and say, God, reveal this person to me. So one of the simplest thing you can do is just get a bay leaf, write the name of that person on that bay leaf, put it under your pillow and say, oh God, you carry it in your left hand like this and pray, God, the creator of the universe, that because this person is my friend, or this person is proposing to me, this person is my colleague in office, is always close to me. I wish to know if this person is good. Is it's going to be my friend? Is it the one that will hurt me? I want to know more about him. You put it under your pillow for next 3 days. You will dream about that person. Whatever that person is doing in the dream will tell you whether it's a bad person or good person. So you will see them turn to snake in that dream. Then physically analyze the characteristics of snake. That is what that person is. You see the person turn to physical, see the person suppressing you, see the person supporting others to work against you. Anything you see, just know that is who that person is. And in absence of even a kind of a bay leaf, you can actually get any transparent thing like this, anything like this, and pour water inside it, and then put 1 spoon of kitchen salt, because that's what that person eat. That so long as this person have ever drank water and this person have ever eaten salt, you call the name of that person 7 times. Let's say Emmanuel Samuel, like I normally use in this channel, 7 times, and say, oh God, the creator of the universe, I want you to expose who this person is. So long as this is a transparent, that as this glass is transparent before me, I want the secret life of this person to be transparent before me. You put it under your bed or close to your bed if you don't have under, and sleep for next 3 days. By God's grace, you will have dream concerning that person, and you will decide whether that person is an evil person, good person, whether you continue or will not continue. So with this, I've actually come to the end of today's video, believing that somebody has actually found value. If you're one of those, why not give this video a thumbs up? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Hit the bell notification so as to get my next upload. Comment on this video, share this video, and share it to everyone. My shall be helping a lot of people. As you do so, may God bless you. I know you constantly to ride upon the high place of this. Still your lady Jenny saying bye bye.